you doing?
We must regain altitude!
We can't leave them.
No! Your Eminence Delario!
What?
How could it happen? Why, Delario? Where did I put the phone? I think I know who he is. Hello?
James! Or maybe I should call you Doctor?
Only when I'm on duty, Cristoforo. Not when I'm on holiday.
I still can't imagine you in a white coat. The black suited you well.
You've never understood a thing about style.
I always said you should have been a model.
Listen, I'd like to thank you for all you did. And that friend of yours, the barman, he was really kind. He was able to organize everything without a problem.
I believe it. Mario's more connected than anyone else in the neighborhood, and has more relatives as well.
When I decided to come back to Italy, I never could have imagined I would receive such support.
It's the least I could do. After all, you came early because of me.
It's just as well. If I hadn't received your invitation, I would have probably postponed my holiday once again, as I've been doing for years.
You haven't changed. Always the first in the class.
So, tell me everything. What did you want to show me? You've been so mysterious. Can we meet next week?
I'd like to see you sooner. How about now?
Okay.
Let's meet at Mario's bar, outside your house.
Of course. But can you tell me what this is about?
Africa, James.
What?
I'll be at the bar in half an hour.
I'll be there. Come in. Hello, Mario.
Hey, Doc, did you sleep well?
I slept like a log. The flat is perfect, thank you.
Don't mention it. This place belonged to my brother-in-law. I had to evict him.
What? Are you kidding?
Of course. He's a traveler, you know, for work. One day he's here, the next day he's there. My office is the world, he says. And so this place is empty for months. Unfortunately, the TV doesn't work, so I'll have to repair it before we can use it. So no derby, Doc. But if you want, you can watch the match with us at the bar. Even if you don't seem that big a fan.
It's great, thank you.
I repaired my brother-in-law's car. You can use it if you want. It's downstairs.
I really don't know how to thank you, Mario.
Don't worry about it. As I always say, friends of my priest friends are my friends as well.
Why do you keep calling me Doc? There's no need to be formal. Call me James, please.
But I act this way with all the people, like you.
Which is...
Those who have more brain cells than I do. Of course, that's not such a difficult task.
I think you overestimate me, Mario.
Modest, wise, and above all, very clever. I wonder how many degrees you have.
Well, cleverness can't be measured by the number of degrees.
See? What did I tell you, Doc? This is wisdom.
Don't worry about the TV, it's okay this way. But you're wrong about me. I'm a great White Sox fan.
Never heard of them. Do they play in third division?
It's a baseball team.
Baseball? That's a sport I've never understood. All those lines and rules, and why do they have to wear that big glove on just one hand?
It's not so complicated. Basically, the pitcher has to throw the ball from a distance of about 20 meters. The batter has to hit it back as far as he can.
Oh, I see. Just like a penalty kick.
Sort of.
But without a foul in the penalty area.
In baseball, you usually try to avoid contact. The goal is to beat up the ball, not each other.
Ha! Wimpy stuff! No offense, Doc.
No problem. But it's not always that way. In the hands of a true American, a baseball bat is also the best weapon against apartment thieves.
Maybe it's good against American thieves.
What do you mean?
If you stay here long enough, you discover that for yourself. Welcome to Italy, Doc.
Did Father Cristoforo tell you I might need a car?
Actually, it was my idea. A holiday without a car is not a real holiday. And then, you know, we're in Rome. We have a tradition to defend. We don't have the kind of culture that, how do I say?
Are you referring to public transportation?
You have the gift of humor, Doc. Just like your friend. Very nice guy. That Father Cristoforo. He looks just like you, too. It's just that he's much more fatherly than you are.
Is it so obvious? I haven't been around the ecclesiastical community for a while.
Really? How long?
11 years.
And it wasn't an easy decision, was it?
What makes you say that?
Because you answered me instantly, without thinking. But your answer was very accurate. Hey, I wouldn't be a good barman if I didn't understand people. Oh, I almost forgot. Here you are, the car keys.
Mario, forgive me, but you seem hurt.
You're right, Doc. I so miss working on cars. Once I did it regularly, but now...
No, I mean literally. Your arm is bleeding.
Oh, this little cut is from a spark plug that didn't want to come out. Don't worry. As soon as I get back to the bar, I'll spill some 1998 Barolo wine on it, and it will be okay.
Oh, no, you need a few stitches. Let me do it, please.
Do you know a less painful way?
This way is less painful and much cheaper. I'll get the emergency kit. This emergency kit will be useful. I've opened it. There's everything you need for emergency dressing. This bottle seems almost empty. I'll take the cotton and pour on the remaining peroxide. A common needle and thread will come in handy. There's also a silicone tube. I could use it for some small work around the house, unless Mario does it before me, of course. I'll use just one piece of cotton. I'm warning you, Mario. This could sting a little.
Go ahead. It can't be worse than the Velletri Bianco I poured on the wound 2 months ago.
Done.
You sure know how to keep away from cheap wines, Doc.
Good idea, but if I really want to use them on Mario, I should sterilize the needle first. I should turn it on first. I'll turn it on. Okay, I can sterilize the needle this way. I'd better turn off the stove now. Yes, now that I've finally sterilized the needle, I can insert the thread.
I must confess, Doc, I've got a problem with needles.
I'll be very delicate. Trust me.
Well... Ouch! Hey, you were right. I didn't feel a thing.
Hold on. We're almost done, Mario. Voila. Done.
Amazing! I don't even feel pain anymore.
It was just a small wound.
Modesty is a gift of you priests, isn't it?
Ex-priests. Yeah. Cristoforo. I'm going to meet him in a few minutes. Just outside the bar.
My bar? I've wasted too much of your time. Let me lead the way then.
Thanks.
This morning I received an excellent bottle of grappa from the wine cellar of my Apulian parents-in-law. It was for the bar, but I was thinking of drinking it myself. But after everything you did, it's all yours.
Oh, no. You fixed the car and I fixed you. That seems fair to me. Besides, I try to keep away from alcohol.
What is this I'm hearing? Let me guess. You haven't read a single newspaper since you arrived here, have you?
Actually, no. I've had no time to do that.
I thought so. I suggest you keep this bottle very close for when you read the political pages.
I suppose you don't accept no as an answer.
I'm the owner of a bar. People usually beg me for a bottle.
Thank you very much, Mario.
Now I have to go back to work. Best regards to your friend.
Of course.
Good Lord, I'd really like to have your accent, Doc.
Yes?
James, where are you?
I'm in front of the bar, just like you told me.
Forgive me, I don't think I can come.
Oh, well, don't worry, we can postpone it until...
You can still meet me now. I'm at the Santa Brigita's house in Piazza Farnese. Do you remember how to get there?
Yes, I think so.
I can trust you, can't I?
Of course, but... Is everything okay?
Sorry, I can't explain now. Try to come as fast as you can.
Okay, but just tell me...
Hurry up, James.
He seemed... terrified to me. I've never heard him that way. I'd better hurry up. No! Cristoforo! He's still alive. Call an ambulance. I said call an ambulance! Quick!
The patient is ready to be taken to the hospital. Are you coming with us, sir?
No. I'll follow later. Christopher.
James, you were right.
I'm here now.
I was afraid of this.
Shh. Don't strain yourself. Cristoforo was scared to death, and he didn't seem to trust anyone. Maybe I should have a look at what he left before someone else can get their hands on it. I haven't got time now. It's a leather strap. It seems to be torn from a bag. It seems like a collection of psalms composed by King David, Joseph's forefather. He's the same David who challenged Goliath, the giant. I love that story. It's a notepad. I found Cristoforo here, with his face on the floor. He was very frightened on the phone. It seems he fell down the stairs. I'm not a detective, but it can't be a coincidence. Cristoforo was pushed. In God's name, a David Yallop essay.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Shouldn't we wait? I don't know. I mean, you can't take that stuff. Or maybe you can.
I'm only trying to understand what's happened to my friend.
He fell down the stairs.
Was he alone?
Yes, apart from me. I was in the other room and... Wait a moment. You are not accusing me, are you?
Absolutely not. But the police could ask you...
What? The police? Oh, no. No. Please, if you're Father Cristoforo's friend, take all you want, but please, don't get me in trouble.
Don't worry. Thank you. It's a good thing she's leaving me alone. I need to discover as much as possible without interference. I don't have time to read right now. I haven't got time now. I don't think it will be helpful. No, I know the contents very well. Besides, it doesn't seem like a useful clue to me. I'd better go to the hospital to see how Cristoforo is doing. Cardinal Bremen. He probably knows about his collaborator's accident, but he's certainly not a man who sheds tears.
Oh, here you are again. Have you got news about your friend?
Not good, unfortunately. The fall has caused internal bleeding, and now he's in a coma.
Oh dear. Will he recover?
Nobody knows.
Oh, Saint Brigida, please protect our unlucky brother.
Hello, sister.
God bless you for your help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
I wish I could have done more.
Just my luck. It had to be today when I'm all alone. Can you promise not to tell anyone about this?
Don't worry. I'm neither a journalist nor a big mouth.
So what are you? Wait a minute. If it wasn't for the way you're dressed and your accent, I'd say you're one of us.
I left the priesthood many years ago. Now I'm a doctor.
Oh, that's why. A doctor. In fact, it seemed to me before, with your friend on the floor, you were at ease.
I'm much more at ease when my friends stand on their feet, actually.
Oh, sorry. I said a stupid thing, didn't I?
Never mind. We're all a bit shocked. I haven't seen anyone else around. Why are you all alone?
Oh my God, why did this have to happen today? Of all days. They trusted me to stay here alone for a few days. What a terrible coincidence!
Where did they go?
Well, here and there, but most of them went on a pilgrimage to Medjugorje with the Mother Superior. I would have loved to go with them, but I have this problem with airplanes. And I think there must be a reason God created us without wings. Have you ever been to Medjugorje?
Once, when I was younger.
And what did you see?
Not much.
Oh, I understand. You're the type of cynical man who always says, non constante. Oh, what is the expression? Supernatural, isn't it?
De supernaturalitate. I try to analyze miracles and apparitions cum grano salis. It's just caution, that's all.
It seems to me your studies have taken you far from the right road. You had a crisis of faith, didn't you?
I've dealt with so many crises in my life I can fill a long list. But faith is not on that list. You rent rooms in this convent, right?
Yes, of course. Do you need one?
No, thank you. I've already found a place to stay.
The Brigadine nuns can offer you such a relaxing stay. We even have a big library upstairs. It was not by chance that your friend chose this place. Hey, now that I think about it, you can keep him company. Sorry, sometimes I talk too much. They call me Sister Big Mouth. It's the nickname the Mother Superior gave me.
Don't you worry, Sister
Candida. It's just that I'm not used to having complicated assignments, like this one, for example.
What do you usually deal with?
I help in the lunch hall. Oh my God, I hope I'm not thrown out after what happened today. Listen, young man, this is a decent place. And if someone knew I wasn't careful enough, well, I haven't done anything wrong, right? It was just an accident. Please don't spread the news around.
I won't, sister. I am a discreet person, and I know it wasn't your fault. The concern this woman shows for Cristoforos' health really touches my heart, but it's better this way. I don't want other people to be involved in this situation, at least until I understand what the hell is going on here. I ran here as soon as I heard you screaming. How long had Cristoforo been in that condition?
Oh, no more than 5 minutes. I went away just for a second. God moves in mysterious ways.
Or maybe someone was waiting for her to leave.
I'm so sorry you couldn't even say hello to him. You're not from here, right? Your accent...
You're right. Cristoforo and I met a long time ago, after seminary. We worked together at the Vatican for a few years. But I'm from Chicago, and I went back there a few years ago to work as a doctor.
Oh, America. Is it true you keep a Bible in every hotel?
Yes, mostly.
Are there so many Catholic hotels?
Actually, the evangelicals hand out Bibles for the hotels.
Evangelicals? Bah, I don't really like their intrusive methods.
Well...
Don't you agree?
Partially. But some consider it more intrusive to bind people to religious faith from birth through the sacraments.
Have you got something against the Catholic Church, young man?
It's a long story. And very complicated. How long did Cristoforo stay here?
Not long, I'd say. 5 or 6 days. Actually, it was rare to see him around here.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, your friend was a very private person. He wasn't how do I say this, a sociable kind of man.
That doesn't seem like Cristoforo's typical behavior at all. Do you mean he avoided any contact?
Let's just say it was unusual to see him around. As far as I know, he went to his room only once, then he gave back his keys and never went back inside again.
Didn't he come back at night?
Sometimes we saw him coming back, but he spent all night in the library upstairs without entering his room. In fact, his key has always been on the key rack. 2 days ago, I found him sleeping among the books. I offered him coffee, but he refused and left in a hurry.
Did he seem nervous for some reason?
Oh my God, why should he be nervous?
Just curiosity. We've been away from each other for such a long time.
Oh, I wouldn't say he was nervous. He was certainly very busy, always with his head in the clouds and tired. Distracted, yeah. I bet that's the reason he fell down the stairs.
That is definitely not Cristoforos' style. Did you see anyone entering before me a few hours ago by any chance?
I've been alone the whole time. As I was saying, Father Cristoforo wasn't here very often, so I wasn't even sure he was here before the accident.
Thanks for everything, sister.
Please, come back whenever you want.
Which one is the key to Cristoforos' room?
It's in that bunch of keys at the top right.
And what do the other keys open?
Nothing that belongs to this place, that's for sure. They've been added by your friend.
Those must be the keys Cristoforo left here. I've got nothing else to ask. Those must be the keys Cristoforo left here. In God's name. I know this book very well. It's a long essay written by David Yallop, an English writer who investigated the death of Pope Giovanni I. Among other things, the book concentrates on some shady business dealings involving the IOR, the Vatican Bank, plus the relationships between members of the Holy See and the Freemasons, various banks, and Roman organized crime in the 70s and 80s. A sad page in church history. But why did Cristoforo take a copy of the book with him? I'll take them all. I think I should know more about them. Their position in the book could not be accidental, so I'll also remember the pages. Yes, I'll search for the days when the bookmarked saints are celebrated. Done. I should have the information I need. I'll put the bookmarks back in place. It would be better if the bookmarks stay where they are now. I'm pretty sure Cristoforo wanted to tell me something. Yes, the holy picture shows this word. This should be the word indicated. No, I don't think that's the right word. Saint Joseph, celebrated on March 19th. Saint Joseph, celebrated on March 19th. No, I don't think that. No, I don't think that. No. This should be the right word. Saint John of Nepomuc, celebrated on January 5th. Saint John of Nepomuc, celebrated on January 5th. No, I don't think. Yes, it should be this one. Saint Stanislaus of Szczepino, celebrated on April 11th. Saint Stanislaus. I think this is the right word. The words I circled form the name of a bank. Cooperative Credit Bank of Ostia. Maybe this is a clue or some kind of note from Cristoforo, but it's my only lead. The Cooperative Credit Bank of Ostia. She's an old lady with bright eyes. Hello.
Oh, hello. God listens to my prayers.
What?
Well, as soon as I saw you coming in, I prayed that you'd come over and talk to me.
Really? Why?
You know, a handsome guy like you arriving right here?
Well, yeah. Actually, I'm here because...
You are really broad-shouldered. Do you work out at the gym?
Well, sometimes I swim a couple of lengths.
And your accent is very unusual. You're not from here, right?
No, I'm American.
Ah, American. Yes, finally I found a handsome and rich man. Come on, don't be upset, young man. I think you misunderstood me. Do you see the girl behind the front desk? She's my daughter. I hope you understand. It's just that I'd really like to be a grandmother. She's over 30 now. So...
I think that everything I say can and will be used against me.
By the way, Paula, hurry up. There is a nice guy waiting here.
I'm going as fast as I can, Mom.
Youth of today. They do not realize they should not miss the boat.
So... the employee is your daughter?
Oh, it's so nice of you to show how much you care. Don't you think so, honey? Isn't he sweet?
Mom, please, I'm working.
Ha! I can't believe it.
How long has she been working here?
Oh, not long. She took the place of my poor husband. You can ask her for any information. She's really good at her job. I mean, she doesn't do anything else, you see. That includes her non-existent social life.
Well, I suppose everyone has their own priorities.
But she's wasting the best years of her life, right? At that age, I wasn't like her at all. When I was her age, Antonio and I, well, my husband and I, used to take the car and go to that dark street where all couples go. And then, how many backseats were ruined in those days?
Mom!
Oh, come on. He's a young man, right? Tell me who didn't do these things as a young person. And you should do them too, my dear. By the way, young man, did you come here by car?
No, not at all. I always use public transport. I'm sorry about your husband.
Thank you. He was a good man. When he kept away from Peperanata, I mean.
You said that he worked here?
Yes, my Antonio was employed by this bank. They accepted his early retirement application so our daughter could take his place.
Was he sick?
No, I would say he was only very, very tired. He was the only one working in the family, you know. At the beginning, it wasn't easy at all. When he retired, he was under a lot of pressure at work, and I think he also lost interest in what he did. You know what I mean?
Why's that?
I've never understood the reason, but I'm pretty sure it was not the most exciting job in the world.
I'm sorry, we haven't introduced ourselves yet. My name is James.
Oh, what a nice name. Very American. I am Anna Marano. You know, I took my husband's surname. I haven't used my maiden name since I got married. After all, I think it's right, don't you? A woman honors her husband's name while his duty is to work, to maintain and protect his family.
I have the feeling she's trying to tell me something.
Please, Mom, don't torture people.
Oh, why don't you hush up, baby? Your role in this world is to marry and procreate. This is the destiny of all women. This is the ordained scheme of things.
Got it. I've entered a space-time rip, and this is the Middle Ages.
I know what you're thinking, James. Maybe I seem like an old-fashioned woman. But you see, after what happened to my Antonio, we have been alone. And so I have nothing left to do but take care of Paula. This is why I always come here to bring her lunch. If I don't take care of that, I mean, don't you think she is pale? And how can she find a man if she doesn't put on some weight in the right places?
Please, Mom, I can take care of myself.
You need me, dear. Believe me. And you also need the direct help of the Almighty.
Really?
Of course. I'm usually here during the day and say some prayers I found in this book. I ask God to send my baby a good-looking man that will break the monotony of her boring life. And you know what? God really exists.
Wow. I must say, this is, well, a strange reason to have such confidence.
Obviously, you underestimate yourself, young man.
I have to go. See you later.
Hope to see you soon, young man.
Hello. Here we are.
Please forgive me if I made you wait.
Wonderful! James and Paula are becoming friends.
And forgive my mother.
Oh, I think your mother is amazing.
You should never encourage her.
You must accept the situation, my dear. Everybody likes me.
You've been very tolerant. Thank you so much.
Well, so what's all this formality? Why don't you call each other by your first names?
I would be very pleased to do that.
As I said before, you're very tolerant, James. So, are you here to open a bank account?
Actually, I'm here on the advice of a friend, so I would only like to ask you some information.
Go on.
No offense, but I didn't even know this bank existed.
That's quite normal. The Cooperative Credit Bank of Austria is a low-profile institute, and it has no other branch apart from this one.
I see.
This is something we consider an advantage, as we're really a family bank. Even the staff is just like family. Often children take the place of their parents. Look at me.
So you're completely autonomous?
Generally, yes. Sometimes we receive help, but just in specific situations.
What kind of situations?
Funds for works of charity, for example.
So, you're carrying on your father's work?
Exactly.
And how do you like it?
Not bad. I can't complain. Although I need permission just to go to the restroom, and it's all so boring.
I can understand that.
Listen, my mother likes you, so I'll be honest with you. This job was nothing more than a replacement opportunity.
What do you mean?
My father asked for early retirement for health reasons. At that time, I was unemployed, and so...
But you stayed here.
Yeah, he wasn't happy at all that I took his place. But his pension wasn't enough, and we needed someone in the family to work. I stayed only because I couldn't find anything else. You know, the crisis.
Why did your father not want you to work here?
I don't know. In his last days, he seemed to develop a sort of intolerance towards this place. But probably he only wanted the best for me, like all parents do, I suppose.
Antonio Morano wanted to keep his daughter far from this bank for some reason. I don't think Paula knows the real reason.
Dear Dad, if he knew I was still here.
Don't worry. I'm sure you're doing your very best to make him proud.
Oh, James, you're so sweet.
Mom, we're trying to talk. Would you mind?
It's not my fault that you speak so loud.
You mentioned this bank receives funds for works of charity.
Yes, we receive support for that kind of financing.
From who?
From the Istituto per le Opere di Religione, the Vatican Bank, as many call it.
Is this place connected to the IOR?
No, not exactly, but sometimes it supports our institute for this kind of business. We've got a little office that takes care of this.
I see.
I understand that for a little bank like this one, the IOR may seem like a very big deal.
I read about the IOR in the book Cristoforo left down at the guest house, so Cristoforo was investigating here. This must be the right lead. The problem is that without his help, this lead could have already reached the end of the line. Thanks for helping me.
My pleasure, James.
Mrs. Morano.
Oh, James, I beg your pardon.
For what?
Well, you see, just by chance, I overheard your conversation with my good ear.
By chance?
And a small detail came to mind. Recently, a man came to my house asking the same questions as yours. You know, about my husband, his job, and the bank? A tall man, very kind and wearing a black suit. Not so different from you, James.
Cristoforo.
It's just that... Well, how to explain? He didn't have your charm, my dear.
What did you talk about?
Well, of course, I immediately asked him if he was married. You know, for my daughter. But guess what? He said he was a priest. What bad luck! Hey, wait a minute. You aren't a...
No, I'm not a priest. I'm starting to consider writing it on my shirt.
Oh well, it's not so important. You're American, right? And priests can get married in America.
Not every priest. Marriage is permitted only to Anglican priests, for example.
What? Oh, I don't understand all these religions at all. Such as the one with that fat god, always seated.
Anglican religion is just a form of Christianity, just like Catholicism.
Oh, really? Don't know. Never heard of it.
And Buddha is not a god. But I think it's better to get out of this vortex. Mrs. Morano.
Oh, yes, sorry. So this fellow was particularly interested in an old book of my Antonio's. I don't know what was written in it. It was too boring for me to read. But near the end, I saw my husband writing a lot of things in it. Things about work, I suppose.
Is it possible to see it?
I haven't got it anymore. You see, the priest insisted that I lend him the book for a few days. I didn't feel like giving him something that belonged to my dear Antonio, but he practically begged me, and he offered me something in exchange.
What was that?
That book of prayers you see on the table over there.
So that is Cristoforo's book.
I couldn't refuse the exchange, you understand. It would have been just like, I don't know, refusing a gift sent directly by the Lord. And believe me, it's better if he's not angry with me, especially at this time. Moreover, the priest told me the book was very, very important to him.
Did he explain why?
Yes, and that's the strangest thing. You see, he said the Book of Prayers was given to him by one of his American friends, a priest called James.
I'm pretty sure I never gave that book to Cristoforo.
What a fool that I didn't understand before. You are American, right? And your name is James. So it's either an incredible coincidence or...
I know that man.
Exactly.
Mrs. Morano, it's very important for me to have a look at that book of prayers.
Well...
Is there any problem?
Listen, James. You're a nice guy, and I'm sure you're perfect for my daughter.
Thank you, I think.
But I'm very protective of my personal things, especially those that allow me to ask favors of God.
Is she talking about prayers?
But even apart from that, don't you think it's strange that you'd like to take back a gift you gave to a friend?
Yeah, it's a long story that Cristoforo has invented, and I need to understand why.
I have no proof that you're the same James, the one the priest talked about. Do you understand me?
But I told you I know him. We're old friends. His name is Cristoforo.
I don't remember his name. Anyway, it could be a coincidence. I believe in coincidences, you know. Like the fact that the name of my neighbor's daughter is Anna, just like me. Isn't it incredible?
It's a small world.
The James he was talking about was a priest, like him. But you told me before you're not a priest.
As a matter of fact, I was a priest.
Okay then. Call him, so I can be sure you're friends.
I can't. Cristoforo had an accident. Now he's in the hospital.
Oh, that kind man. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope his condition is not serious. Well, let's do it this way. Convince me you were a priest. I am sure you have something that can prove it, right?
Here's my Bible. How many people do you know with a Bible in their pocket? And how many people do I know with a book of prayers in their pocket? Please, Anna. I really need that book.
All right then. But don't take it away with you, okay? And when you're finished, please remember, you owe me a favor.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now that I have permission... It's signed James, but it's in Cristoforo's handwriting. What did he want to tell me? I should write it down in the notepad. It seems there's something under there. It seems there's a coin, or something like a small medal. It's a small medal with the picture of a saint. There's a Latin inscription on the back. The picture on the small medal represents Pope Leone I. There's an inscription on its back. Ecclesiam Sancti Leonis de Leprignano. Cristoforo wanted me to recover this if something happened to him. Maybe I should investigate more. I'll write down the Latin sentence in my notepad. Here's your book.
Oh, thank you, James.
Well, time to go then. Thanks again for your help.
Wait a minute, young man. You owed me a favor, don't you remember?
Yeah. Right. Sorry. What's it about? I'm guessing either wedding bells or sugared almonds.
You must promise a date to my daughter.
No kidding. Well,
Come on, I helped you. Have you forgotten?
yeah. Okay.
Don't say anything.
I heard you, dear.
Miss Morano,
Paula.
Paola, I think that we'll see each other again.
It's a start. Thank you so much, young man. Bye-bye.
Ecclesiam Sancti Leonis de Leprignano is written on the back of the small medal. Church of San Leone from Leprignano. According to history, Leone I was the only one who managed to stop the advance of the Huns guided by the powerful Attila. He was the first pope to receive the title of the Great, and the Catholic Church worships him as a saint. Leprignano is the ancient name of the village Capena. The name was changed in 1933. The search engine directed me to an old church of Capena dedicated to Saint Leone. That must be the place Cristoforo wanted me to go. Zodiac Today, Interpretation of Dreams, How to Win the Lottery. I suppose these books belong to the previous tenant. I haven't had time to unpack everything. I've only been here for a couple of days. So this is the famous Church of Capena. I'll ask the keeper if it's possible to take a visit.
As I said before, this church is our pride.
Thanks a lot for accompanying me. It's really beautiful. How long have you been working as a church keeper here?
Practically always.
Wow. You must really love your job.
I was born and grew up here in Capena. The church has always been one of the greatest attractions for tourists. My family owes so much to St. Leone. We've been the church keepers for 4 generations.
I'm really impressed. I love small villages like Capena for their ability to pass down traditions from generation to generation. I suppose you know everything about St. Leone.
There's no rock or crack in this place I haven't examined thoroughly. This church was built before the current village, and although it's not possible to establish a date, there are documents with evidence that its construction dates back to the 13th century.
800 years. Wow.
Oh no, we estimate the structure on which the church was built was probably a Roman temple.
Yeah, that usually happened with medieval churches.
The name St. Leone refers to Leone the Great, the 5th century pope who stopped the invasion of Rome carried out by Attila and his Huns.
You are the most knowledgeable keeper I have ever known.
I'm also the guide and the souvenirs clerk. You know, these days, you must have more than one job in order to survive.
More than one job, huh? Can you remember if a priest, about my age, with brown hair, Italian, has been here recently?
Let me think.
I hope he has a good memory. It would be of great help right now.
Yes, now that you mention it, I remember that a priest came here no more than a few days ago.
Really? Can you also remember what you talked about? Or what he was interested in?
To tell the truth, he didn't ask many questions. It seemed to me he already knew everything about St. Leone.
So, nothing useful.
Useful? Hardly. I accompanied him here just as I did with you, and when I realized he wasn't going to ask me anything, I left. I figured he preferred to be alone.
Are you sure you didn't notice anything in particular?
No, I told you. Except that he was looking along the lower level of the church while he was praying.
You were really helpful.
If you say so.
Thanks for everything. Goodbye.
Enjoy your visit.
Windows depicting sacred images. This is one of those drapes used as decoration. They haven't been used for some time.
What are you doing?
Please, I need this drape just for a second.
Do you think you can violate a sacred temple this way?
I promise I'll put everything back as it was. I had an idea.
You can't imagine the efforts the community of Capena makes to keep this place intact. If every curious tourist started touching everything, our funding problems would be even worse. So please, don't touch that drape.
I don't like it, but I'm afraid I've got to make an exception. You told me about a problem with funds earlier.
You said it. The church not only needs refurbishment, but often simple maintenance as well. This is not the kind of honor poor St. Leone deserves. By the way, do you know he was pope for over 20 years? He must have had a hard time in 452.
Okay, I understand. Do you accept donations?
Huh? Oh, of course.
You know, I really need to examine some elements of this church more closely.
Are you a bit tight-fisted, mister?
Sorry, but I don't have much money with me right now.
Don't worry, I was just joking. It's so difficult to find someone able to understand and appreciate art today. You can look around as much as you want, but please be careful.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I almost forgot. Take this postcard that shows a view of Capena. I have to offer one for each donation. I'm not only the keeper, remember?
I see. And how many more do you still have?
I think I have 3 full boxes in my car.
I thought so.
Better if I move on now. But just to be clear, when I come back, I want to find everything as it is, okay?
Of course. Don't worry. It's too heavy to carry around. I have to be careful. The picture represents Leone the Great, who became Pope in 440 AD. It doesn't seem ancient, but there is a hole in the fabric. The Pope is holding a cross. In the middle of the medallion he's wearing, there's a hole with well-defined edges. Yes, I could wrap the candle snuffer in the drape. I'll keep it in mind. Cristoforo's clues don't surprise me anymore. Look at the cross, and the light will extend its longer arm. The sun's beam has enlightened this area. There's a sort of hexagonal opening. The sun's beam has enlightened this area. I should put the drape back first. Judging by the way the sister's trying to hide it, I bet it's not holy water. I've got nothing else to...
Oh? And what's this? Grappa? And it seems to be a vintage year. Why are you showing it to me?
You know, it's been a hard day for everyone, and I see you're a bit stressed.
For God's sake, no, I can't take it. I haven't got permission from the Mother Superior.
I noticed that empty bottle clumsily hidden behind you.
Oh, that one? It's not mine.
Didn't you say you were here all alone?
Oh. Okay, fine. But you must understand that this little sin of mine has cost me too much in the past.
You know, this is the reason they sent me to work in the lunchroom. But after what I saw today, the body on the floor, the paramedics...
I can be very discreet. Don't you remember?
You're really an angel, young man. Thank you so much.
Can I take Cristoforo's keys?
Well, if you don't tell anybody you gave me this amazing anti-stress medication, I won't say why those keys are missing.
Thank you, sister. It's worth a try. A diary and a cell phone. It seems like a sort of diary belonging to that banker, Antonio Morano. If Cristoforo thought hiding it was the right thing to do, maybe it's because Morano discovered something important. According to the diary, this Dream Res received some suspicious loans. I'd better write the name down. I can turn the phone on. It seems to contain a file I could open on a computer, but its access is blocked by a PIN code. A real estate company? And this man, Avila, seems to be the owner. It's not much to base any conclusions on, though. So Cristoforo wrote down the PIN in his notepad. There's almost nothing in the mobile memory, so he was probably using a new card. It seems like just another precaution to me.
That's him. I hope he won't realize I'm recording him, or I could be in big trouble.
So, Bray, they say they have certain papers. Is 50,000 enough to get them back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know. We're keeping an eye on you.
Right. Maybe I had those papers, but now they are safe.
Are you fucking kidding me? If you want to live to see another day, you'd better stop joking. I warn you, I'll get those papers back.
Apart from Cristoforo's voice, there are two other men in the video. I must find out who they are. I've obtained an image that shows them both. I need to find out who the man is that threatened Cristoforo. Unfortunately, his face is blurred. Judging from the sign and the section of street I can see, I'd say the meeting in that video took place exactly here. I like that clock. Too bad there are a couple of extra zeros on the price tag. This is the intercom buzzer of the jewelry shop.
Yes?
Hi, I was wondering if you could...
I'm sorry, we're closed. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
I don't want to buy anything. I'd only like to ask you a few questions, if possible.
Wait a second. I have many things to do. What do you want?
Why are you closed?
We're taking stock.
I see.
After all the chaos in the neighborhood, I knew I wouldn't do any business today. I think I saw you near the ambulance. What happened?
An accident.
Was anyone injured?
Unfortunately, yes. A priest.
Will he recover?
I hope so. Does this photo remind you of anything?
No, why should it?
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
Well, no, I don't know him. Why do you show pictures to people? Do you think it's normal? Are you a carabinier?
No, but I need to talk to this man. Urgently.
Why?
We've got... a common friend.
And what makes you think I know who he is?
Well, the picture was taken in this area.
Do you think I know all the people that work nearby?
The man in the photo is standing near this shop, but his face is blurred. Are you that man?
I'd say no. Yes, he looks like me, but this area is usually very crowded, so it could be anyone. Besides, I don't dress that way. Please don't waste my time. I have to get back to work. This break has lasted too long.
He definitely recognized the man, but he didn't want to tell me his name. Maybe I should put him on the spot somehow. I usually don't pick up cigar butts, but this could be important evidence. The cigar the jeweler was smoking. Yes, it's definitely the same type of cigar. I was already sure the man in the background was the jeweler, but now I can prove it.
You again? What do you want?
I once had to tell a patient who suffered from breathing problems to quit smoking.
Oh, really? And what does that have to do with me?
He only smoked Cuban cigars, just like the one you were smoking before.
What?
You are the man who witnessed the meeting. And you were smoking the same kind of cigar, can't you see?
Who the hell are you? Do I have to call the police?
Listen, a friend of mine is in trouble, and the man I showed you before is the only one who can tell me why. So please, help me.
If he's in trouble, I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with that fellow.
What do you mean?
All right, maybe I was there, but I didn't hear a thing, okay? Nor am I interested in knowing what they told each other.
It doesn't matter. I just need to know who that man is.
You really don't know?
I'm not from around here.
I should have realized.
What's his name?
Well, I suppose I can tell you his name, since he's very well known in this neighborhood. I think his name is Maurizio Tarso, but everyone calls him Massimino. Generally, it's difficult to see him outside his own turf. He's got a nightclub, the Raja, in a rough area of the city.
Thank you so much.
If I were you, I would keep away from that place. Massimino doesn't like new faces. Just to be clear, he's always been very kind to me. You just need to mind your own business and pay the right people.
I think I get what you mean. Thanks a lot. Here we are, the Raja. I hope I don't have to wait too long.
Buonasera, Marque.
Buonasera, guys.
There he is, finally, Massimino. I mustn't lose them. I'll try to follow them.
Have you brought the briefcase?
Sure. Let's go inside to see how much this trifle will cost you.
He's probably just the bodyguard of the man who got out of that car. I'll hide Cristoforo's phone in the bush.
What?
It's impossible to sneak into a car like this. I need to discover who the owner is some other way. Yes, I can clean it this way.
If I catch who's making me waste all this time.
I wrote the license plate number in my notepad, but unfortunately one of the characters was impossible to read. I think I should inform him about the sad news. Listen, Mario. Father Cristoforo.
Oh, I know what happened to him. I couldn't believe it. Were you able to talk to him before he...
Not as I planned.
I'm really sorry for your friend. I feel so powerless when something like this happens.
That's not true. Nobody is powerless if he's willing to help.
We can always pray, right?
Yes, we can pray. And maybe we can try to do other things, too.
You know, I'm ready to help any way you want, Doc.
Thank you so much, Mario. Listen, Mario. I know it may seem a bit strange, but I need to find out the owner of a car with a certain license plate number. I need it for...
I don't need to know why, Doc. I trust you.
I know it's quite a peculiar request, but since you have so many contacts...
And you've asked the right person. The sister of my brother-in-law's niece, or was she my cousin's niece? No, maybe she was just a friend. I don't remember. Anyway, she owes me a favor. She's a good girl. She works at the police station.
Do you think you can help me?
Sure. Listen, as soon as I get back home, I'll pick up the phone and... Well, you know what? I will call her from here, right now.
Oh, really, it's not necessary.
Hello? Anita? Hey, it's Mario, the barman. Yes? What? What? Annie, I can't hear you. Who gives a damn if your boss is playing the cuckoo, uluke?
Ukulele?
That one. Move away, will you? Sorry, Doc.
No problem.
Oh, okay, Annie, I need you to check a license plate number for me. Yes. Okay. Tell me, Doc.
I have to confess that, unfortunately, the license plate number is incomplete.
Annie, the license plate number is incomplete. You've got to search a little. Come on. Do I have to beg you? Have you forgotten the time I got you those nameplates for your office? What do you mean you haven't got time? She says she doesn't have time, Doc.
So I gathered.
Oh, yeah. Okay. She's saying she can give us her access data for the online records of the motor vehicles department, so you can check it yourself.
Mario, are you sure this is legal?
Don't worry, Doc. We're not in America. Okay, Annie, wait a moment. Are you writing? Okay, so username Anita-L, password Noke27. Annie, how do you write Noke? With a C? With a K, Doc.
Fine.
Okay. Well, it's alright.
Say thanks from me, too.
Annie, don't complain, cause now a handsome man owes you a favor. I'm joking, Doc. Okay then, I'll catch you later. Oh, wait, Annie. Listen, you and me, are we relatives? Hey, Anita! The line must have gone dead.
Imagine that.
So, is everything clear?
Of course, Mario. I will forever be in your debt.
Never mind.
If I remember correctly, this Avola should be the owner of DreamRes, so he is the owner of the car. Maybe I can find another piece of the puzzle in Roberto Avola's house. The access to the cars. It should be possible to climb over from here. Yes, I can use it to sneak into the mansion. It seems like one of those closed-circuit cameras. There are a lot of them in the hospital where I work. Maybe I can cut the wire that powers the camera. Done. Now they're blind. I've always wanted to say that. It seems Avola is going to burn some important documents in the fireplace. I've got to hurry up. I'll cut one piece off. I've always thought free climbing wasn't for me, but there's a first time for everything. This way I can seal the window. Done. Avola will soon have to come out.
What the hell is going on? The flu!
Cristoforo's briefcase. I hope the most important evidence didn't burn. Receipts, bank statements, documents about funding granted to DreamRes by the Cooperative Credit Bank of Austria. Antonio Morano was right. That's why they never sent him all the dossiers he asked for. DreamRes benefited from larger financing operations, giving back only the smallest part. No traces of humanitarian projects. The bank continued withdrawing the funds coming from IOR. There's also a note about Massimino. Part of the money regularly passed through his hands. Why? I can't believe we are talking about money laundering! Through the Cooperative Credit Bank of Austria, Avola with his DreamRes, and Massimino and his associates, a huge amount of money moved freely through their hands thanks to an IOR account. Damn, those accounts are ciphered. There's no way to prove it. I must think of something.
Here you are.
Let her breathe. I'm a doctor. Miss? How are you? What's this? A gun.
Don't call anyone.
Do you understand you had an accident? You need to go to the hospital.
No, no hospitals, or I'm as good as dead. Don't worry. I'll explain everything, but do what I'm telling you.
Hold on to me. Let's go. I live upstairs. Try not to move. You've suffered a shock.
Yeah, right.
Let me have a look. I should really take you to the hospital.
No hospital. I'm fine.
The strongest blow was the one to your head, but you don't seem to be wounded. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Elisa Flavi, the famous reporter.
Never heard of her.
You're not the only one.
What's your name, really?
Sylvia.
Well, Sylvia...
My last name. On our first date.
I only ask because... never mind. Can you tell me what 4 times 3 equals?
What?
I need to know if your mental faculties are still functional.
According to what? I've always been bad at math.
Just try to answer, please.
1 million?
I think I'll give you another chance. Can you tell me what 4 times 3 equals?
7.
No, 4 plus 3 is 7.
You are never too old to learn.
Can you please answer seriously, or shall I call the ambulance? Can you tell me what 4 times 3 equals?
All right, I've had enough. 12. Are you happy?
I think the shock was less serious than I thought.
How many stupid questions does it usually take to realize that, genius?
Do you feel pain? To your arm or your head, for example? Do you feel dizzy? Is your sight blurry?
My head is spinning, and I feel some pain in my knee.
Yes, that's normal. Everything seems okay. Nothing that can't be solved with a good night's sleep.
So, I won't die tonight, will I? Maybe.
You can't move for now. So if you don't want to go to the hospital, you've got to stay here tonight.
I had to run into someone just like you, of all people.
What do you mean?
The photo with that guy? The face of a kind man. The crucifix on the wall. I bet you also have a Bible in your pocket, Mr. Priest.
That's not my... And I'm not a... Hey, I think it's your turn to do some explaining.
This is not a confessional.
Why do you have a gun?
Oh well, here we go. I was going to the shooting range. It's relaxing, you know? Shooting at the targets, releasing stress.
No, you weren't. Leaving a shooting range with a weapon is not allowed, and that is a real weapon.
Oh, then you're not so naive as I thought, priest. Well, you got me there.
I will ask you again. Why do you have a gun?
A girl doesn't have the right to defend herself from the bad people on the streets this late?
Are you just using this weapon for self-defense? So you must have a license to carry a gun.
Of course, but I must have left it in my other jacket. Or maybe it flew away when I got hit. What do you think? Maybe you took it to frame me.
And what about the picture you had in your pocket? Do you know the man beside me in that photo?
No.
So why do you have a picture of him?
Why? Priests also carry photos of perfect strangers in their pockets, don't they? What do you call them? Saints, right?
Watch your words, girl. That man is a friend of mine, and now he's fighting to survive.
I got it. You want his photo as a keepsake. You could have just asked.
Enough! I'm just trying to understand what the hell is going on. I need to know if you know him, and why.
Okay. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. This photo was in the wallet I stole.
Are you a thief?
Only when lunchtime is approaching, and I have no money in my pocket.
Did you steal my friend's wallet?
Yes, this morning. Are we done? Can you absolve me, Father?
You're lying. I know you're lying. But I don't understand why.
What can I say? Everyone has problems. Mine is not being persuasive enough. Yours is always being surrounded by people who drop dead. Or almost.
Both of us must think. I should think about why I'm keeping you here overnight. And you should think about the lies you keep telling. I'll leave you in peace now. Obviously, I won't be able to get anything else out of you. I don't think you're in any condition to leave this place, but you never know. So I better take some precautions. Later, you'd better tell me the whole truth. Maybe you avoided the hospital, but don't make me call the police.
Amen. I haven't got much time. I didn't finish my job, so they'll soon send somebody to arrange things. I can't be taken by surprise. Maybe I can accomplish something with this. I don't want to clean this room, but I think it could be useful in a more creative way. This puppet will fool whoever they send for me, at least for the short time needed. All I have to do is turn off the lamp. I'll hide among the large boxes behind the door. I'm sure someone will soon be here. Somebody's coming. I can feel it.
That man is... dead? I'm calling the police.
Don't call anyone, priest. That man was here to kill me.
To kill you? Why?
You really don't get it. I was here to kill you, priest.